Floyd Mayweather Jr. started his jail sentence on June 1st. Life behind bars is a far cry from the glamorous one he is used to.
I'm not trying to boast what I have accomplished in life, but I'm just saying this to repeat. You might forget that the best fighter in the world.
Certainly. Here's a rewritten version of your text with more unique vocabulary, phrasing, and structure for a fresher, more original tone. Pacquiao takes aim at Mayweather amid fraud scandal. Manny Pacquiao.
A lot of bad news associated with the Mayweather name over the past several weeks, and Floyd Mayweather has had no control over any of it.
Pacquiao didn't hold back after news surfaced, linking Floyd Mayweather to a potential fraud case. With allegations swirling around fake real estate deals and significant unpaid debts, the Filipino boxing icon used the moment to throw a thinly veiled jab at his longtime rival, suggesting that karma has finally come calling for the so-called money man. Pacquiao criticized Mayweather's post-retirement path, noting that Floyd had been chasing low-stakes exhibition paydays.
The fighter is, I believe his name's Conor McGregor, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Have you seen him? And if you have, what do you think of that? Just him as a fighter and then that whole Mayweather wanting to fight him.
I don't want to make that story.
You can be modest.
I don't want to make the story big and the issues big, so I just want to. I want to keep my mouth shut.
Instead of seeking meaningful challenges that honor the sport's legacy, he hinted that Mayweather's ego may have led him into murky waters, stating that real champions walk with humility, not self-indulgent bravado. According to Pacquiao, greatness speaks through actions, not luxury watches or diamond-encrusted boasts. The tension between the two legends hasn't waned, despite
Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me.
Floyd, what is your assessment of Manny Pacquiao and his shoulder injury?
Come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Excuses, excuses, excuses. He was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. He lost. He know he lost. I lost a lot of respect for him. You know, you fight. If you lose, it's okay. Mayweather was the better man. You fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. You fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. You fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter.
Their 2015 bout being long behind them. Mayweather has consistently dismissed Pacquiao as inferior, both inside the ropes and in the public eye, portraying himself as an unmatched figure in boxing history. In contrast, Pacquiao has taken a quieter, more legacy-focused route, gaining respect for his humility and public service.
Peace. Romello Scuds from Undisputed Spit. I got a question for y'all. What's more impressive? Floyd Mayweather's 50-0 or Manny Pacquiao's world titles in 8 different weight classes? Comment down below.
I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter. You fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. You fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. You fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me. Nowhere around.
Boxing fans and pundits continue to debate the rivalry, often contrasting Mayweather's flamboyance and verbal jabs with Pacquiao's reserved demeanor and community-oriented image. Their beef even reached legal levels in 2000.
Rayfield and Dan, what is Pacquiao hoping to accomplish with this lawsuit? Well, I know that the negotiations for this fight have been ongoing, but I just got off the telephone with Daniel Petrocelli, who is the attorney for Manny Pacquiao, literally moments before coming on the air, and I asked him that exact question. And his point was, regardless of whether or not they're negotiating this fight, that that the comments that they alleged that the Mayweather people had made were irresponsible and reckless and malicious, and they had to answer it no matter what. And so they felt like they had no choice but to file the lawsuit regardless of whether or not the fight takes place.
9, when Pacquiao filed a defamation lawsuit over PED accusations. Though the case was settled without monetary compensation, it added more bitterness to an already heated rivalry.
Remember that one. Pacquiao is now planning to run for president in his native Philippines this upcoming May. But Shannon, how will you remember Manny as a boxer?
Historically great fighter.
Good for you.
The only fighter to win 8 world titles. I mean, he started out boxing, he was 106 pounds, won a title at, I think, 112, and went all the way up to
108 first.
Went all the way up to 154.
It's impossible. It's just...
I don't believe, I feel very comfortable and said, I don't believe we'll ever see that again, Skip.
We'll never see it again.
And it wasn't like he was fighting bums. When you go back and look at Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales and Oscar Larios and De La Hoya and Hatton and Cotto, Margarita Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather. Skip. I mean, what do you got to say? He was a champion in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Fighter of the year. First ballot Hall of Fame. He's great. He fought it.
Since hanging up his gloves in 2021, Pacquiao has gone all in on public service. While his campaign for the Philippine presidency didn't succeed,
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look,
Mayweather. Manny was past his peak, Jones noted, implying Floyd strategically waited for the right...
Guys keep telling me, wait, does Manny look like a steroid creation? Does he look like some mini Schwarzenegger? Well, I can give you any other thing that steroid can do, but not natural hand quickness. So if you're right about how Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive tactician in the history of boxing, what should he care about how ripped or big the head is of Manny Pacquiao? Pretty boy Floyd is worried that for the first time in his career, he is going to get hit and hit and hit. He's going to get cut. He's going to get hurt. He is scared to...
moment to fight a diminished opponent. Theories about Mayweather ducking Pacquiao during his prime have long circulated. Numerous archived interviews and videos show...
You know, I want that fight happen because that's the fans want.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's up to him.
Yeah.
Now, all I can say is, you know...
Come on, man. What do you got? I mean,
Hold on. My line is open 24 hours and 7 days a week. Anytime he can call me and say yes.
Not on that
I will
phone.
fight, and then the fight will be on.
why hasn't he called you yet? Do you think he doesn't want to fight you? Why hasn't he called you yet?
I don't know.
I know you just put the phone there, but...
Is it a collect call? It's a collect call. So he don't need to pay something or anything. It's a collect call, and he can call me anytime. If he say yes, and then the fight will
Manny
be.
actively challenging Floyd years before the match finally happened, expressing eagerness for a genuine contest. Although Mayweather ranks among the highest-paid athletes,
Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $150 $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use it.
However, his finances have frequently come under scrutiny. From federal tax issues to eyebrow-raising purchases, his wealth has often seemed more performative than concrete.
The beef between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather is heating up again. 50 Cent posted a video calling out Floyd's claim of spending $400 million on NYC apartments, saying there's no proof of the purchase. The long-running feud continues, with 50 Cent suggesting Floyd's real estate empire may be a fancy fantasy. Floyd has remained silent, but the drama shows no signs of ending.
Floyd Mayweather is trying to buy a piece of the New York Giants. Floyd, I know you're the GOAT in boxing. I don't need you to come to the NFL, especially to the NFC East, and mess with the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys got going on. We got 2 easy wins against the Giants every year. I don't need you messing that up like Magic Johnson did when he went to the Washington Commanders and took them to the NFC Championship.
Recently, he claimed to have acquired a skyscraper valued at over $400 million. A statement met with widespread skepticism. Even
Floyd Mayweather make a good real estate deal. Let's break it down really quick so you can understand. Yes, the fuck he did. Let's start off with the purchase price. He bought 1,000 units for $402 million. What's the math? 402 million. Let's say 400 million divided by 1,000 units. That's what, people? $400,000. Okay, follow me. Now, rent in New York is about $3,000 to $4,000 for a 2 or 3 bedroom. Crazy, I know. That's how they live in though. Now keep up. 400,000. What's 1% of 400,000? All right, that's $4,000. In real estate, there's something called the 1% rule, which means if something is 1% of the purchase price in rent, that means it is a cash flowing possibility opportunity. So he has a cash flowing property straight out the gate. I'm not going to mention the hundreds of millions of dollars in tax exemptions he will get for this property. It's a win for Floyd. He doesn't.
Ally 50 Cent mocked the claim, asking where the receipts were and accusing Floyd of faking his financial standing. Cent didn't stop there.
As of today, none of the buildings that Floyd Mayweather claimed that he bought, his name is not listed as the owner of those buildings. Now, maybe it's an oversight. I hope that Floyd Mayweather bought these buildings.
He's also criticized Floyd's relationship with rising star Gervonta "Tank" Davis, suggesting Mayweather struggled to share the spotlight and